over 40 years, Maddox Race Cars has been helping racers get to victory lane. Since 1985, this family-owned and operated business has built a reputation for quality craftsmanship, performance, and dedication to the racing community. Located in Moonville, South Carolina, Maddox Race Cars specializes in race car fabrication, repairs, updates, and race-ready performance solutions. When you choose Maddox Race Cars, you're not just getting a race car builder, you're joining a racing family with decades of experience. From local racers to championship contenders, Maddox Race Cars is committed to building winners, one car at a time. Moonville, South Carolina. Maddox Race Cars, family-owned, racer-trusted, built for speed since 1985.
Need your yard looking its best? Call Joe Gary Performance Landscaping. Established in 2025, Joe Gary Performance Landscaping is ready to help keep your lawn clean, neat, and looking great. Whether you need regular grass cutting or dependable lawn care, Joe Gary takes pride in getting the job done right. Don't spend your weekend behind a mower. Let Joe Gary handle it for you. Call today at 864-554-2579 to schedule your service. Joe Gary Performance Landscaping. Performance you can see 1 yard at a time.
How about the Mustang? Over here. Got a fat rabbit himself in there. I see him hanging on bad. He's hanging on the handle off. Walked upward over there. How about a kid flat on the left side? Look at that stuff. 1042, Ricky Fowler. Fourth race, number 4, Greer track. Clean race at his final. Top goes out. Mustang Greer. Oh, man. They know you looking to a party, but they know you like, we got to race. Hallelujah. How about the Philip with the gun? Red light. 10-12 off of 10 flat. Keep the green on.
Presented by TBM Brakes. Chad Trailer here on the right-hand side out of Providence Ford for Mickey Thompson, VP Race Fuel Car Racing Engine, House of Pain. He'll be dialed in at a 423. Brooke Paul Gary, left side of the racetrack out of Bowling Springs, South Carolina. The 2022 Bolt-powered American chassis dials in at a 435. Another one of those power persons in this category this weekend as well. Thank you, Mark Rainer Riggins.
Yep, $5,000 going to the winner. In this one, we talked it off the mic whenever these two rolled in the water box. Both drivers have earned their stripes in here. Laid down great laps all day long. Two tough competitors in top dragsters. Brooke Hall Gary, a big-time family operation over there. Chad Trailer as well. Brand new car this year for Chad. Brooke's driving the American car she's been in the last couple of years. A great final on tap here at ATI Performance Products Top Dragsters presented by TBM Brakes. Separate them up front. Advantage goes Trailer. Win light. Flave up Flave. 10 dead 5.
Where we at, Hayden? Where we at, Hayden? Where we at? Fat Rabbit Show coming at you live.
Doing all right, buddy?
I had the wrong icon lit up. I think I messed up our. Good week.
It was a hot one for sure, wasn't it?
It was definitely a hot one. It's been a hot week. I'm glad I'm not racing this weekend if it's like it's been the last few days, man.
I'll be honest with you, that storm come up pretty quick over there at Greer Saturday, and I really felt like we was done, and just kind of did the thunder and lightning thing, a little bit of sprinkle here and there. I'd have never believed we'd have got the race, but really cool to be able to finish it off. One thing before we bring our special guest in, I want to just take this second and remember the family of Harold Stott. He passed away this week. Harold, I mean, we could make a show out of Harold. Some of the memories and at least for me personally that we've had over the years with them, and I mean they're a title sponsor at Greer for the juniors. They're been involved for a long time, many years. Robbie and Dylan and the family and stuff race a lot of years, but just keep Robbie and Dylan and the family and Barbara, his wife, in your prayers through this time. But he was a rough and tough old fella. He'd been sick for a long time, but had health issues for a long time, and would fight back and just like I said. Anyways, just remember the family. But you want to bring our special guest in?
The man behind the mic.
Gentlemen, what's happening?
What's happening, man?
Now you see why they put me behind the mic, not in front of the camera.
Hey, he said that he was talking about filling the shoes for Chad. I said, man, I mean, it's might be an upgrade. I don't know.
Well, I gotta get me a polo shirt. My son calls it a bowling shirt. Gotta get me a bowling shirt, and I'll be all right.
All jokes aside, man, appreciate you sitting in with us tonight, helping us
Absolutely. Out. It was an honor that you asked me to help you out. I appreciate it, guys. We'll have fun. We got some good guests.
For sure. Tom, did you have some shout outs? We kind of
that. Ken Butler, the Shag down there at Wire Shoals and 7-0, Eric Webster Promotions. He's putting on a pretty good deal for somebody that likes heads up racing. But Butler won this past week. That's 2 out of 3 races. The other one they had a mishap and didn't get the race in. But shout out to him. And then my next shout out is to my old man. He's hopefully gonna come home tomorrow, but he's had a hopefully they got him straightened out. He hates missing them races, boy. He other night when I made my call out to Joey, I stopped by to see him and check on him. I walked in the door, and he usually on Wednesday night he'll say, "Man, that was a good show," or this or that. I walked in the door, and he says, "Are you crazy? You're absolutely crazy." I said, "Well, you just got to step up to the plate, son." I got so tired of. I don't know if it was Joey, Chase, Jessica. Somebody been calling me late at night and just did say, "Gotcha again," and hang up on me. And because every time he had my number. So anyway,
Mike Greer. Every time
I get beat by him, I'd hear, "He got you again." So, but anyway, it was good. But my dad, I hate him not being there, and then my sister, she's there, focused on taking care of me at the races, and my dad, so she's got her hands full. But my shout out to my dad and Butler.
Shane, what you got for your shout out?
Well, I got actually a few of them. I got 4 shout outs. You're going to have to bear with me for a minute. 2 male drivers, 2 female drivers. Me being in the tower, I can see a little more than others. And young man that moved up from TCR last year into our sportsman division at Greer, which is loaded. I mean, absolutely loaded. Been putting in laps like crazy. Been good on the tree and been driving a Ford Explorer at that. Anybody that drives a Ford and win, they got to be doing something right, Tom. and that's Caleb Dixon. Caleb Dixon. He's been doing a good job. Keep digging, young man. You're doing excellent. People's noticing your hard work, and it's paying off. And my second male driver, I want to give a shout out to Ronnie Forster. I know y'all been watching him in the dart. He's been putting in laps in both divisions at Greer, in our STI foot brake and our Greer chiropractor sportsman division. I mean, just absolutely putting laps in. He's leading the points in sportsman. Caleb Dixon second going into our last race.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Ronnie was second in foot brake. So I told him, I said, Ronnie, after this race, you're going to need an oil change in that thing, man. You're putting the laps in. So, and what a good person Ronnie is to represent a track. If he was to, you know what I mean? Come on, you can't get much better than that.
For
So,
sure. Yep.
hats off to him. He's been putting it in. And I told him, I said, Ronnie, you doing it, buddy. Keep digging.
Yep.
And then my female drivers. Okay, we know David. We got David. You know, we're gonna talk about him some, and Dallas obviously, and they're not our female drivers. So, but his daughter, his daughter Callie, was the only one that had a shot to knock him off. You know, he won the Dash for Cash. She's perfect. You know, and she just missed her dialing a little bit there. She's a little above, and then she was 000, 00. She's doing good in the rail. Getting going, so I wanted to let her know we noticed her, we appreciate her. Gail, there's Gail. She's been putting the work in.
That's right.
And my second one is somebody very important to me and Nikita. It's Bristol Thompson. I gotta tell her I love her. Her birthday's coming up Monday, so she's gonna happy birthday, honey. She was 00 3 times in a row over there Saturday. So
Yeah.
she's working hard, paying off, and her and Nikita's getting in gear. And I don't know what me and Nikita did to raise a good girl like her, but we done something right. And I just want to tell her we love her. But thanks for bearing with me. That's my shout outs there.
No, that's cool. I think you tapped into some of mine. My two was one was David Hall in the finals. There, it was cool. That's two dudes I grew up with at the racetrack. You know, from young up, and Davis kind of took a step back over the last little bit, you know, helping Callie, and
right,
which is really cool. But jumps back in the dragster and like he never left the seat. He drove well Saturday.
All day.
So shout out to him. I don't know if our little $50 thing for the first round reaction time last Saturday sparked these females. But I was told there was 15 females staged up first round Saturday at Greer in one class or another. That's awesome. Obviously, we know Renee was 001 first round, and she won the $50. So shout out to her. But females as a whole, I mean, you had, like you said, you had Gail went deep in the race. Bristol made some good runs. Kaylin was able to win. Macy's at 3. Gets beat at 3. I'm leaving somebody out. I had it in mind. But then I looked on the NHRA side, so maybe they were watching us too. But the Maddie Gordon gets her first win in Top Fuel. But it was a lot there. And like you said, Callie was making good laps. I mean, there was just really cool to see that. And I know I'm missing a female, and I hope they'll forgive me for it. But
well, let's just leave it at this: the girl powers you got to watch the girl power at Greer, and we'll cover all of them.
That's right. So so shout out to the females, to the girls. So I'm trying to think, did we have anything else? Oh, before we get rolling, let's pull the Dead on Zero winner. We had 3. Come here. We had 3 that were Dead on Zero Saturday. So that I can come here. I'm gonna show you. The ball was empty to start with. We had Johnny Davis was one. You got Dallas Calvert was the other one, and Jeff Taylor is the other one. I'm gonna fold these guys up, and I'm gonna put them in the bowl. There's 2. I dropped the other one, and I'm gonna put the third one in there. So there's those 3. My man Austin is gonna pull. Look, get there. They can see you, good ball. Pull you one out. It's one. All right, show the camera. Mr. Johnny Davis. He runs with us out of Tennessee. He has the Chevelle, and he comes down, races with us. So we will get with him as soon as we see him.
He run me and run the Del Zero, so I guess I'll hold the 100 until he gets back down our way, right?
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, congratulations to him, and I hope we can do more of this in the future. One more thing before we get Dallas on the team challenge halfway point. They're rolling in there tied up going into Saturday. You had We Are the Champions and Team M3 were the two tied close at the top of the leaderboard. There you go, right there. Obviously, you can see We Are the Champions. That's Will Dotson, Ronnie Forrester, and Chad Dotson. Wills are a weak link right now.
Ronnie and Chad put on a clinic Saturday.
I'm just kidding, Will. But no, both Ronnie and Chad did really well. Obviously, you can see 12 points, and they are your halfway point winner. Courtesy again to Dotson's Custom Paint and Body. Thank you, Tater and crew. So $75 goes to each one of these team members. So that's cool. Dallas and them made a run there, looks like, Saturday, picked up 10 points. And so that's really cool to see that. But did y'all have results? Did we want to roll through the results real fast? Shane, do you want to do yours?
Yeah. I got Greer's results. I was there like all of us. But we'll start with the Greer Tire TCR division. Hayden Thompson was a runner-up. I thought I saw Tom in there white knuckled. I'm not sure.
I was thinking about going live, but they'd probably.
Yeah, you need to. You need to.
That's a hard thing to do, telling somebody what to do, and they're listening, and it's
the delay between each other. I'm sure it's different.
It's fun, but it's fun. I'm glad. Hats off to Austin Love and the Sinclair kid. They Hayden, he didn't grow up really at the racetrack, and they've all let him come in there, and everybody treats him like he's one of the racers. And
he is. He's good people.
He's
good people. He's good people. So hats off to him for finishing second and having a ride with Tom. And then, of course, your winner was, like you said, Austin Love. And in our Moore Mafia division, Sims had the field covered again, so he completed that. And our Greer Chiropractor, we seen on the opening, of course, Greer Chiropractor sponsors the Sportsman division. I had told Michael, I said, how about not letting Ronnie beat up on you so much? And he got it done in the final. Michael jumped on him and finished out, and Ronnie was a runner-up. And, of course, in our Scots, like Rusty said, we want to let them know that they in our hearts over there, and we appreciate everything they're doing for us. But hope everything can go the best it can for the family. But Scott's Ford sponsored Junior Dragster. Rodney, you know how he can park it in the victory lane anytime. And our special guest tonight, I'd say special, Caleb Maddox was getting it done. So Sticks there on the tune, he was on the tune on the RPM. We'll tip the cap to him a little bit. But congratulations to all of them. And in our STI foot brake, the STI affiliated man himself runner up, Michael Smart. And I noticed Chad changed his routine a little bit. And he sure was putting some laps in, getting it done. Hopefully Chad Dotson was winner. He can roll into the World Foot Brake Challenge up there with some momentum and look to catch some wins, do good, go deep into the races. And, of course, our S.H. Carter sponsored Pro Division, David Hall and Dallas running the finals. David runner up. He won Dash for Cash, putting laps in all day. It seemed like him and Dallas was headed down there a date, right from the beginning. They both red hot. Dallas getting it done there in the finals, and we'll be talking to him shortly.
Gotcha. Tom, did you have your results?
Yeah. Well, I mentioned on my shout out, but Friday night 7-0 Gamblers, Eric Webster Promotions. It was Ken Butler over Jimmy Brazier. Billy Alley in the semis. Had 12 cars down there. Had $700. So like I said, if somebody wants to get out on Friday night and play around, that's a good um, good deal down there to go and have something to do and possibly win some pretty decent money. Um, Union, they got their Friday night battle. Was that Battle of the Belts in? It was Trey Deese over Tyler Mosley. Our boy Hank Guyton in the semis. Looks like they had 23 entries for the Friday night race. Saturday's bracket race, they pulled the $5,000 chip was pulled. They finished third round before the weather set in, going into the fourth round. And I think the weather got them, and somebody said they lost power. I don't know, but and then I got Farmington. In the top, they was I think a pole. Somebody hit a pole down the road, and they lost power. In the top, it was Caleb Green over Grayson Lister. Not over, with Grayson Lister and Justin Holston. Kudos to Grayson. I ain't seen him. He's a little boy last time I seen him. I seen him on Facebook, and I see him getting after it. Foot brake, it was Brian Yerger over Tom Heddy. Juniors had Jackson Phillips over Colin Holston. Street, it was Kevin Weinberger over Bubba White. And in the teams, it was Emma Couch and Mason Smith. I say over, but that was who was left in them classes. They just didn't get it in.
Oh, I'm going to do a little bit of the results we have out of town, which we saw. Brooke Hall Gary, she's the flying stylist, hairstylist. That's what I'm going to call her. But she runnered up in top dragster at Budds Creek, Maryland at the PDRA race. Really cool to see her have some luck. Makes a good lap in the finals. Just checks up short to Chad Traylor. Stacy Hall was in the semis of top sportsman at the same race. And this is something I had seen I thought was really cool. Steve Furr, they had a divisional at Budds Creek, Maryland, like the week prior, I believe, to the PDRA race. He wins Super Gas and runners up top dragster. I believe it's 2 weeks in between. He comes back to the same track and wins the elite top dragster field at the PDRA race. So that's a good couple weeks, really good couple weeks at the same track. So thought that was worthy of mentioning. But that's all I had as far as results. Did y'all have anything else before we bring Dallas in?
I know right off. Let me bring him on in.
Yeah, I know Greer had, if I'm not mistaken, had 125 entries on the yard Saturday. So I thought that with the weather and hot and all that, that was pretty good.
I thought it was really good with, I know Union pulls a lot of cars over there. They paying, possible $10,000 purse. But I don't feel like it really hurt us. I felt like they had a pretty good. Like I said, the heat. I know run some people off, but looked like the car count was good.
It was a long day. They stuck in there and got it done, though. It paid off.
They did.
Yep. You gonna bring Dallas in, Tom? There you go.
Hey man,
What's up,
congratulations!
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. How are y'all?
Good.
We're here.
Present. Yeah, it's been a hot one this week.
Yeah, you right there in the middle of it too, ain't you?
Yeah, I've been in the middle of it all week. So, but it's all good.
Oh, talk to us about the day.
Well, so it's kind of, I've always been very confident, very, going to win. And I still feel the same way. But as I've gotten a little bit older, as the years have gone on, I need a little more of a pep talk. I guess you would say. You know, like it just, I think, you know, before I leave the house on Saturdays now, my wife, she asked me, she was like, what are you going to do? You know, like, and I'd always tell her I'm going to win. That's just what Danielle always asks me every time I leave the house on Saturdays now. You know, and then we get to the racetrack, and then that's the same thing she asks me every time before every round. You know, what are you going to do? You know, and I said, I'm going to win. She said, well, what are you? And then our thing is confident. And, you know, and that's just, you know, she's gotten where she does it with Alden too. And, you know, so it kind of helps. So I don't know, you know, it's just, you know, you get so involved in the junior racing that it's almost like you lose kind of track of your racing and what you're doing and what you need to do. And you're so focused on that I don't know. Sometimes I think it helps me because I'm like, I stay busy. You know, sometimes I'm a little busier than I want to be, but I stay busy enough to where it's kind of takes my mind off of my racing, and I'm not guessing myself and second guessing myself and what I need to do and changing, you know, my whole routine in the middle of the race. But I mean, Saturday just started out, you know, I wasn't really anything crazy on the tree. You know, I wasn't like really killing the tree. I was pretty much set up to, you know, mid to high 0-1 there pretty much every round. And as I got in the finals, like Alden tells me, he's like, you know, we get ready to roll out. And I told David I was going to dial 71 because I just went 71.9, I think, and I dropped and killed like 3 mile an hour. I know, Gail. I know you're. But so I was like, man, I told Alden before I rolled out there, we were getting ready to crank up, and Alden was like, "You're gonna dial 71, Dad?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Dad, dial up." You know, so Alden tilts me into dialing up to a 2. You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, you're right, son." He goes, "Roll some out, take some out." You know, so I take like 6 thou out. You know, and I'm like, well, you know, if I get on top of it and we're red. You know, but. So he definitely kind of helped coach me through that round, you know, and it's just so odd because you think this whole time, like these few years of junior racing, that he's not, you know, he's just out there, you know, going down the racetrack, but they pick up on so much and how he's able, like when I'm in the car, you know, when I'm getting ready to run the final round, and he totally changes. You know, he gets me to change my dial in, and he gets me to take some out of the box. So he has to run up there and tell David, "Hey, my dad's going to dial up to 72 now."
Right.
You know,
right.
You know,
right.
but I mean, here he is coaching me. You know.
Yeah.
In the final round, so that was pretty neat right there. But you know, my dad, you know, always got my back. Always doing whatever he can to help me out. You know, and my wife as well. I just really appreciate both of them also, along with Alden, for all they do. Because, you know, I'm going down the racetrack, you know, I'm racing, you know, just like or whatnot, you know, we're at the race, but, you know, they're not, you know, they're out there in the heat, you know, and, you know, the only, you know, break they get is riding a golf cart back, you know, as far as air conditioning, you know, so, but.
So it takes a special group to brave what we brave, I think, each week, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all been good, you know. It really has. So just trying to.
Shane mentioned y'all. Go ahead. Sorry. No, I was saying. Go ahead, Shane.
I thought it was wild. He said his wife asked him. Most wives tell people, don't they?
Yeah.
So he had my attention there. I was like, man, we got to listen to this. You know, it's pretty cool.
So if I don't say it with the right tone, I get asked again.
Okay, now we're back to reality. That makes sense.
No, I was thinking, I was standing up there because we were, Mike Smart was still in. We were waiting to do the pictures and stuff, and I heard Shane mention y'all are both exactly the same on the tree when y'all left the start line. I was like, that was crazy, you know, to be exactly.
That was a good lap for both of y'all. I mean, that was a good run.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I honestly thought, I mean, I had seen David go 69.9. So I really was, and I seen he go 69.9. I think he was out of it then. So I'm thinking, he's dialed 70 on, so I know he can go under. So I'm just like, my plan was just drive it hard, drive it deep, and then if I don't see him drop, I need to pull out like as fast as I can, and just, So that's kind of what I did. I drove it as far as I could before I dropped, and so it worked out. It's, I don't know. You feel like some rounds you can do that really well, but as it gets dark, it's a totally different ball game at night. Like, being able to see, that finish line, it's just totally different at night. You just don't see the finish line as well as you do in the daytime. So it's kind of more like you're driving that car more than you are the finish line at night. So
I know you made a comment to me later on that night. You said, you know what? We didn't have to work on any junior dragster stuff.
Yeah.
I think we only had that one little mishap with the rock getting hung on the throttle there, but that, I was like, that's right lately we ain't been able to say that. So, but it's I know you wouldn't change it for the world to do to give him what he wants, what he needs to.
I mean, I think it was before first round or something. I was like, man, if I don't have to put my reading glasses on today, it's going to be a good day. Like I have to work on anything, So, but yeah, and his car, I don't know. I really haven't. The last couple of weeks, I hadn't been thrilled with it, So we get home Saturday night. I don't know. It's like right before midnight, and it's way past my bedtime. The only time I'm up past like 7:30 or so is if I'm on the show or if I'm at a racetrack. Like seriously. So like we get home like right before midnight, and so Sunday morning I get up and we take off over there, jerk the motor off the Junior, tear it apart, So just decided I was like, hey, I'm gonna freshen this thing up this week. So, but so that's what we do, and I'm very thankful my wife understands, she's, because she knows in my mind, like, what's on my mind. So she's like, just go do it. It's better for you to go do it now than worry me to death all day and then, rush me through the grocery store or something. But
we talk a lot. I've talked with you because I admire your work ethic. You talk about getting up in the mornings and getting you racing stuff done. That way you ain't having to come home from work and, spend half the evening or the night working on your stuff. And who do you get your work ethic from? Your dad, or where does all that come from? Because I'm telling you, I'd like to get a little bottle of whatever you got and you can use it, son.
Definitely my grandpa and my dad. My grandpa was that way. My grandpa was up ready to go in the mornings. That's just how he was. And my dad's the same way. I mean, my dad worked at the same place 50 years, and just retired. And now, so the shop is at my dad's. So now that he's retired, I try to wait a little bit longer to get over in the mornings. I really hadn't been over super early. Like I try to wait till about between 6:30 and 7 now, because
that's early.
Yeah. You used to be at 4:30 or 5. I was on my way to race cars. So, but I try to wait now a little bit. But now he's retired, so he runs errands for me or goes to get tools or something like that or parts that I need or and I don't want to work him to death or run him to death, but I'm very thankful that I got him to kind of do that stuff now. So, but definitely from my dad and my grandpa. Yeah.
You talk about the family a lot, and some people probably already know, but the pepper deal with your son, you want to touch? I'm gonna start calling this laps using pepper. You want to touch on that, son?
So when Alden was about 2 years old, like he started eating, like we grew bell peppers, and he would go and get them and pick them off and eat them like an apple, like a bell pepper. And, it got so bad where he wasn't digesting them. It was just like coming out, it wasn't, But he's always been that way. He's always liked peppers for some reason or another. He just and I think he eats. My dad gets a bag for him on Saturdays. He gets a bag of peppers, and he usually gets him a Dr. Pepper, and that's what he eats is peppers. That's just his thing, and he likes them.
That's
Shane,
crazy.
you take the notes, Shane?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna let him eat the pepper for me too. He can have my part.
Yeah. I mean, Alden doesn't eat any candy, and he doesn't eat any cheese. He doesn't eat cheese. He's different, man. I'm telling you, when it comes to eating, me on the other hand, there ain't much I don't eat.
He probably won't ever grow up and have a voluptuous body like I got.
Shane.
I try not to make a bad face towards him, but I couldn't help it.
Oh man! But yeah,
Dallas, you've won a lot of races. Is there one that you go to and go, you know what, that's my favorite one? You got any of them back there somewhere in your mind?
Yeah, it would be April the 5th, 22. Yep. So I took like 9 years off from racing. A lot of people know, and then I think it was the third weekend back out. I won a $4,000 at Union. And
what a way to come back.
Yeah, it ended up being an 8-round race, and I'm perfect in the finals. And I just couldn't ask, my dad and Alden, it was just unbelievable to come back, and we just wanted to race, and that was it. I just wanted to go down the racetrack and, to come back and
try to get back competitive.
Yeah, and get back competitive. Because in 9 years, a lot had changed, and it hadn't changed, but it had changed, and I think, I don't know. I look at some of the success I've had the last few years, and I've won a decent amount of races. I've done well locally, but I think a lot of it too is, for one, I'm in the same race car I've been in for,
That's cool.
Like 20 years. I'm in the same race car, that I've been in for 20 years racing. And I think a lot of that helps. I'm in a good car. We take care of our stuff. My dad is, we're both on it with the maintenance, and my dad does whatever he has to do maintenance wise to help, make sure everything is good. But, from a standpoint of muscle memory of working the shifter, working everything is the same. It's been for me for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And even when I
Just
took that
building
break,
confidence. I got you.
It was the same. I don't know. It was like I never, when I done that first burnout, I done the same things I did, when I drove before, so I think a lot of it is that, not in and out of different cars or anything. I know you just get used to that, and I think that helps,
Have you and your son, you got a window here with him in the juniors, obviously, because they grow up like everybody else.
Yeah.
There's a window here where he could win a track champion, and you as well. Have y'all talked about that?
We try not to, but
okay. I didn't know. I figured I'd ask.
We try not to. My dad and Danielle tell me all the time, quit worrying about the points,
Yeah, just go race.
That's, I know myself, I'm not a good pressure racer. You put me out there and, with some lead, and I might blow it. I will blow it, and I have blown it, so it's just, I don't know. My dad told me the other day, he said, just go over there and win races. Just go win races, and whatever happens, happens, So,
it falls in place. That's cool. That's cool.
But you can't help but think about it,
I know, but it would be, how cool would that be? I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
That's a lifetime achievement. So,
yeah.
Good luck
I
to
got
both
a little
of you.
more work to do than he does. I'll say that.
He probably was a big mover this week. And didn't you? I mean, you won out. Didn't you win out all the way through? I mean, you and David. I'm gonna say y'all. I know David was up there 7th. He probably moved up, and I'm sure you. But I like you said, just race and win. That's get that.
That's the main thing. I will tell you, like going Saturday, man. I roll around there first round, and the way it looks, I pull up beside Parker, and Parker I always thought the last time we ran at Union, I think I'm under triple O. I take 7,000, be under triple O. I just can never get on the right side of the run like I need to. And we're beside each other, but the way I'm counting the cars, we're not going to have to run. And I'm like, okay. Well, then somebody comes around, door cars. So we end up having to run. And I was like, oh, Lord. Danielle's like, nope. She pounds it into me, like, no, we're not doing that,
Here comes the tail part we was talking about.
Yeah.
So is she your Mr. Miyagi? Is that what she is?
I think, yeah, she really is. Yeah, she's she is. But I was able to get past Parker, and then second round I had to run Will. I was able to get past Will, and and I was like, okay, we got something going right here, and then third round rolls around, I'm like, here we go. Is it going to be time to fall off the bus here, or are we going to stay with it? So,
yeah.
But yeah, it worked out. It was all good. So,
yeah, I don't never remember you being out of shape on a run, and it seemed like you was in control up front most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, and that helps tremendously. You nowadays you need to kind of win the tree, and that's what I tell Alden. I said, Alden, look, if you want to win at the finish line, you need to win at the starting line. It's going to help you win at the finish line. You got to win at the finish line to have a better chance, or at the start line to have a better chance at the finish line. And his confidence, he was very confident Saturday. I just didn't give him the car I should have, and I told him after he lost, I said, man, it's easier when you red light or something and lose than it is for you to be decent. And the car doesn't do what I need it to do. I much rather you red light. It makes it easier on me that way, So,
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Tom, you got anything else for him?
I like the way you and your kid give one another a rough time back and forth about. He kind of keeps you up on your game, the way y'all pick at one another.
Yeah.
Do you think that has anything to do? When you go up there and you mess up, do you think he's gonna give me a rough time?
Let me tell you something. When I get back to the trailer, him and my dad and Danielle, whoever, they've already talked about what I did before I get back. So I don't have much time for to come up with any excuse or anything like that, because most of the time they already know. Between the three of them, they can pretty much nail it, to a T. So, even if Shane, if you don't call out their action time, he's late. That's what you're late. So I get it back and forth pretty good. But I told Alden the other day, I said, man, I said, hey, I'm out of. He's got a side of the trailer with checks, and I got a side. I said, man, my side's about full. You gonna let me? I need to put this one over here on your side if that's all right. So,
picking on Pepper like that.
Yeah. But it's good. I mean, he knows I like to give him a hard time.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I think it makes y'all both better. I think drive both of you.
What we do, all of us, not just us, but all of us, what we do is, you don't get a participation trophy. You don't, so if you can kind of lighten things a little bit, and where it's not so doom and gloom, I think it kind of helps, and,
Sure. Yep.
Sometimes I hate it, for some of the kids that, you just, and a lot of people know this, but I always pull for the younger kid. I love to see Alden win. I mean, I love to see him win. But when I see people like Macy or the Kelly kid that just started this year, or Caden Todd, some of the younger kids out there, when I see them do good, even when they beat Alden, man, I am so happy for them, because, just from a confidence level, because we were little at one time, we were 9 years old going 1190, just like you guys were with your kids and stuff. And so when I see them do good, man, it's pretty cool. I like it. I like to see the younger kids do good, and I like to see the kids, that aren't successful all the time do well. I mean, because that's what keeps people wanting to to race. You know, I mean, you got to learn how to lose definitely when you do this, but you know, you need them to get that just a little bit so they can keep chasing and keep chasing, you know, and not give up on it.
Yeah.
So.
I talked to Jace Owen over there Saturday.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he's still fairly new to the sport. I mean, I know they have a little bit of background and all, you know, a lot of background, but as far as him in the behind the wheel, it's not really. He didn't have a lot of experience, and I feel like he's caught on fairly well. You know, he's caught on very well. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I told him and his mom. I said, I told him I was proud of him, and you know, keep racing. You know, it's gonna come. You know, keep making runs. You know, and he's. I mean, you figure. Yeah, he's 12 years old. But at 12 years old, would you have thought you could have jumped in a 790 junior? You know, and not had that build up to it. Yeah, obviously, I think we eventually could, but to be able to do it and be competitive, it ain't just A to B. You know, making one go down the racetrack. Sure, but he's having cut a lot. You know, and you're trying to hit your dial in and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's where I think he's done well, and I like seeing kids like that as well. And but yeah,
and where we race, man, at Greer, we've got so many good parents, you know, that all pull for each other's kids, and you know, and it just, I mean, like Justin Hyatt, I mean, that man will do whatever he can do to help anybody with a junior dragster.
Absolutely.
You know, our thing is, our joke, we call him Junior Jesus, you know, because he saves all of us at some point in time, you know, and if something's wrong, if something happens and he needs to put a motor on, just bring the car to the trailer and you just back it in and put it on a stand, and it's like a top fuel operation, man. I mean, it's, you know, just jam up. So, you know, I just very thankful for him and all that he does for not only like our junior to help us out. That man, I don't think he never not answers the phone when I call him. You know, if I call him, you know, I mean, he always answers the phone, you know, no matter what time it is or what's going on. And just very thankful for him and what he does for, like I said, not only us, but all the juniors that race.
Yeah, and that's a big deal, because when this group of kids gets to the bracket finals, you got guys like y'all batting for them. It's hard to beat them and y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, Dallas, appreciate you being on with us.
You mind sitting in with us with Keelan?
I'll do it.
I think we're going to go to a commercial message, and we'll let Kaylin jump in here, and she'll be back with us here in just a minute.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, guys.
Paul Mosley made the decision in 2005 to make the business a go full-time. For 20 years now, he's cemented his name as one of the transmissions of choice. He supplied many of successful names in the sport. No matter if it's your everyday driver or your hot rod, call on Paul's Transmission for your tranny needs. You can contact Paul's Transmission at 864-592-1129.
Hey, girl.
What's up, girl?
Hey, how are y'all?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Now listen, you know we're getting ready to get on you hard. You ready for it?
I don't know.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Kick us off, Tom.
Well, first of all, I know you had a little mishap and had a concussion, and then you runner up a win and not just runner up a win. You driving like a champ. You sat over there, swapped the motor out, and it didn't bother you. You drove on through. Well, my dad overheard us talking about it. He's done threatened to hit me in the dang head with a hammer to see if it helped my racing. So
look what you did to Tom.
It's all that working out. You done back. You back 100% after all that.
Yep, I'm good.
It sure is good to see you driving good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I told Rusty that she was going to start wearing that Hans and helmet at cheerleading practice.
I probably need to at this point.
Well, I'm sure you do it good, just as good as you do racing.
I don't know. I try.
So, Kaylin, congratulations, on the last few weeks and definitely on winning, a points race, getting a big check Saturday. So you're 002 in the finals against Rodney.
Yes,
so,
sir.
So what does your dad tell you in the finals? Like what is the talk in the before you get I know you guys probably talk before you go down, and then he changes his mind about what he's going to say. And then when you get in the car, he tells you something totally different than what he told you up on the hill, because I do the same thing. But what does your dad tell you? How does he pep you up for that round?
That's a really good question. My dad, honestly, we kind of have like a routine, if that makes sense. Like, he'll just tell me good luck. I'll ask him, I'm like, do you want me to drive top end? Like, what are we looking at here? But it just kind of was the same. And he was just like, if you got room, use it. Just try your best. See the light. Pretty much the same. And he's just like, good luck. Be safe. Love you.
So your 002, do you think you saw it a little better?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was trying, but I also have really bad night vision. So I was kind of like, am I seeing bright yellow?
Yeah.
When I hit it, I was like, okay, I think we're working with something here.
Yeah. I think your daddy probably wanted to grab the wing as you were hitting the gas.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah.
You did great. Rodney, he's a tough competitor. And he's good. He's gonna push you all the way up there. If he can't get to you, he's gonna turn you loose. And you got out enough. You did well. You're a good person for the sport. I'm glad all these kids are around each other because of people like you. You can set an example for people.
Thank you.
Did you have a little adversity, one run with your brakes or something? Did they have to send a safety safari out?
The throttle hung up. It was in the semifinals. I was against, I think, Macy. Yeah.
You've experienced a lot of adversity. The motor the other week, and then that. Who's the calmest when things is going haywire? I know you got Justin over there jumping in there and doing his thing. Your mom or your dad? Who's the calmest between the two about keeping you calm?
Between the two, probably my dad.
Really?
I'm gonna say Joel's the calmest out of all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Much.
Is there anybody you look up to in racing? I know Maddox is. Y'all got the country over in Piedmont racing, but is there anybody that you look up to in racing that you kind of want to be like, or follow their routine?
That's a really good question, because I feel like I could look at pretty much every person at the racetrack and I could find something from that person of how I look up to them. I think there's a lot of good racers everywhere I go. I mean, my hero is my dad, and I'm not just saying that because he's next to me. He really is. I look up to him as a dad, as a person, and as a racer, even though he's not racing right now.
You go, girl. That's cool. That's cool. Does he ever put any pressure on you for being a Maddox and trying to push you to be more?
I mean, he pushes me, but honestly, I feel like I put more pressure on myself because I know that he trusts me. So it's like I want to make him proud, but my dad doesn't I don't know how to put into words, but he's not like, you got to win this round, or you got to do this, you got to do that. He's just like, you ready? You got this. Be positive. You got it. This type of stuff.
Sounds like me. He believes in you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
which I have
as
a
he
hard
should.
time believing in myself, so.
Go on, get it, girl. You got it. You got it. You don't get 002 if you ain't got confidence.
That's it.
I was feeling a little bit confident, and I don't know what was that, but I think I need to start being a little bit more confident, because maybe I'll get more lights like that.
You did great. You did good.
If you aren't, I'll just get Danielle to come talk to you. She can. But I don't want her talking to everybody. I don't want her around there first round. She's telling all the pro drivers.
Yeah, everybody can't win at the same time, Dallas. What's wrong with you? You got a race that you remember, like I asked Dallas earlier, is there a race that you remember, maybe your first one or maybe this last one? Is there at some point in your race and you go, that was a good moment?
I mean, my first win, the first race I won was definitely a memorable one because that was the first time I don't know. It was just a really good run, but there's a lot of races I could look back at that were really good runs. I mean, this one was a really good race. I feel like this one will definitely go down in my books. But that's hard to think. Let's go with this one. This one's
there you go. There you go. Now you can just stack some more on from here and be done. You know, you had more to pick from.
Hopefully.
You
All
will.
right, Taylor, I got a question for you.
Oh, no.
All right. So best 2 out of 3 between your dad and your grandpa. Who wins?
That's hard.
That's
real hard.
That's mean putting you in a position like that.
You got me really thinking now. I'm not in school. I can't be thinking like this.
okay, well, who do you pull for?
I can't choose that either.
That's even worse there, isn't it? So, no, but
I mean, I got to go with my dad because he's my day one, but, I can't really pick that because they're both.
Your dad, I'm telling you, your dad's good. Your dad's always been a good racer. You know, even back to the old B&M days and the old Shoals days, you know, but your grandpa's been doing it a long time and he can still do it, you know.
I don't really know. It's gonna be, if they were to run against each other, that would be a really competitive.
Yeah.
That'd be really.
So Rusty's not beating him 2-0 then. It's going. They both gonna have one. It's gonna come down to the final run.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Whoever's going to be the slowest car is going to lose because that's who's going to red light first, probably. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Getting too much.
Yeah.
You got plans. You plan.
I've never seen somebody like him. He's gotten fire in the gut. He'll get talking. He said, "Oh, I'm still going to go. I want to still win. I still want to do it. I still got the drive."
Right.
Do you look forward to driving a bigger car after this?
Oh, yeah.
I figured so. And let me guess, you want to go fast too, huh?
Oh, yeah. There's no other option. I have to go fast. I strive to go fast.
Okay, well, here's the question. If it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys or you running pro division, which one you doing?
Dallas Cowboys.
Cheerleading.
Oh, cheerleading. Oh, no, I wouldn't want to be one of them.
So you gonna go and run pro? Okay, I just want to see where your heart was, Maddox.
Don't worry, I promise. I put racing first.
That's fun.
Yeah, Gail, I can't wait for that day. Also, yeah, I'm sure if I don't win, I'm going to hear it.
Well, I'm proud of you. I tell you what, you're a good race car driver, but you more than that. You're definitely one of the most motivated. I brag about you to pick your Joel, your mom's dad. I talk to him from time to time. I tell Rusty all the time. I say you got. Other than racing, there's a lot of big things that you're going to do in your life because you are the absolute. Truest. I've talked to you before and be talking about negative things, and you're just so much uplifting and positive in your attitude. But I tell you what, you deserve to win, and you're amazing. It's been good to watch you get out there and get after it, and I'm proud of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But what's you got anything coming up over the 4th or any big races coming up in the near future? Or you just gonna do your local bracket racing?
We might go to Union. Other than that, I really can't think of that many.
Well,
I have a lot with cheer.
I got one more comment.
Okay.
So, your little brother, Austin, you don't get to see it because you're in the car. Just like I don't get to see none of my people, when I'm in the car. But your little brother, Austin's, I'd say he's probably your biggest cheerleader. Your mom and your dad need it, but Austin, to watch him, he'll do that hand.
Oh, yes.
He'll do
I'll
that
see the
hand like
video.
that, but so what do you
Yes,
think it's going to be like when you have to run him?
Oh,
'Cause it's
I dread
coming.
that day. I
It's
really do
coming.
dread that day.
Yeah.
That's
So you
when
think-
I think our house is going to burn down.
Oh, Lord.
It's going to be a bad day. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah. So you think he's ready, though?
Oh, he's born ready.
He's ready,
Born
but
ready.
there's definitely going to be a couple helmets thrown. I can just say that.
Uh-oh. We need to have backup helmets in the trailer.
Yeah.
Or either don't paint the first helmet,
He's going to get all the old stuff.
Yeah. There you go. Good.
Well, I guess we'll wind her down here. I appreciate you being on here, even you, Dallas.
Yep.
It was fun.
Congratulations to both of y'all. Good job this past week. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yep.
Awesome. I hope you enjoy your time at the lake and don't get sunburned because it's hot out there.
I'll be ready for the rest of the week.
Janice said she loves to watch Austin's reactions. But yeah, I appreciate y'all being on, and we'll try to probably watch the Chad Dotson them at the World Foot Brake Challenge and all. What all we got going on this week?
One more thing. If these Maddox and Dotsons keep winning, we're going to have to line up some kind of match race for charity.
Oh, yeah.
And let them run off with each other.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
Look at her. She's ready to race.
Well, I guess we'll let you get off here. We appreciate you being on here. I think we're going to talk about some upcoming races, and we'll see you later. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being on here.
Thank you.
All right, girl. See you.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank y'all so much.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what all I think we got the Bohannon race.
Yep, that's this weekend.
And then we got the World Foot Brake race at Bristol. I just got a couple people wrote down that kind of keep an eye open. We got, of course, Chad. I'm sure he'll be making some noise. Michael Hart, James Patterson. I think Bo Sims is going to be up there, and
he was running the Gamblers race today. Bo was running the Gamblers race today.
I didn't get to watch none of it. I may go back and watch some tonight. Cody, I guess Jesse Hicks will be there.
Yeah, he was running today too.
I know Brent Hyatt was going.
Yeah, Brent. Matt
I'm
Ward
not sure if
and,
Matt Ward was going or not, but
yeah, he was there running the Gamblers race today as well. Matt Ward was.
Yeah,
that's good.
So there's a few of them we can hang our hat on and keep an eye on them.
Yep.
USA won 2-0 over US.
I'm telling you, my dad's been watching that soccer. He's been loving that soccer. He has.
Your daddy's cool people, man. He'll come up to me every other week and let me know, hey, we appreciate you. And I said, well, I appreciate that. I didn't realize he played pool. I'm going to Vegas, and Chad still owes me that money because I'm going to take care of that whenever I see him. I promise you. But anyway, he was talking to me about all that. It's pretty cool. Danny, good people, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Isaac, he'll be at the Bohannon race.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I guess we'll get out of here. I appreciate you being on with us, both y'all, and thanks very much. And I guess we'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
Y'all have a good 4th. Be careful.
Y'all do the same. I enjoyed it. Thank you, guys. Thank you
y'all
for watching also. Yeah. keeping this show going. It's pretty neat to be able to come on here and do this kind of stuff. So,
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you all for having me.
Yes, sir. Be good.